Doubles and coffee. A citizen messaged me last evening and tell me, boy, tomorrow morning on Doubles and Coffee, for half of it, for 7 minutes and 30 seconds, you should just stand up there and laugh and laugh and laugh at Keith Christopher Rowley. It was a good idea. Unfortunately, I have asthma, so I can't do myself that. If I laugh for 7.5 minutes, I go have to take Ventolin, Symbicort, and probably go for an injection. So I ain't gonna do that. But Keith Christopher Rowley, you advertise a show, a concert, conversations with Tobagonians for 5 to 6 days. The PNM now don't even advertise the big meeting with 35 people. They don't even advertise it 2 days. But that is cancelled too. Everything the PNM have cancelling. Rowley called conversations with Tobagonians as the former Prime Minister. Rowley just keep lying. You are the former. And you're throwing honorable on top of it. Rowley say on our Facebook post, due to technical difficulties, we'll have to cancel the conversations with the former Prime Minister. The man who canceled it, to the 9 people who was there, one lady so distraught, she ain't care that she ain't get to hear the former Prime Minister. She only want to know how she getting compensation, because somebody must be convinced she that when she reached there, she has something to get. She said the word compensation about 5 times. But the man who canceled it said, when chairs set up, camera set up, microphone set up, but only 9 people with about 50 chairs. So the man say, well, he now get the message, so he just apologizing that the thing cancelled, and further information, when he get it, he will share it with them. Rowley, technical difficulties. What, the microphone wasn't working? In that little room, you don't need no microphone. It's a conversation. What is the technology required for a conversation? Your mouth had to open. Well, you need a brain. You have a problem with that. And you need people sitting down with their ears wide open listening. That all. Conversation in that little room. You don't need a microphone. You don't need nothing. Everybody has smartphone now for it, so it has camera if you need to go live. It has no technology required for a conversations with an idiot in Tobago. So Rowley, that and all your life. Rowley, it is sad that a big man don't know when he's not wanted. Rowley, you come like a man who tracking a girl, and the girl tell him in no uncertain terms 35 times, I do not like you. Please do not message me. I do not want to go out with you. I do not want to go for a drive with you. I have a man. I do not like how you look. I do not like how you smell. I don't want you near me. Please stop messaging me. She block you on WhatsApp. She block you on Facebook. She take you off Instagram. You can't DM she. And you're still walking around following she in the mall. Rowley, you are like stalking the population. The population reject you. Tobagonians is the first people to reject you. You know what it is for a Tobagonian to get rejected 14-1. Rowley, you try to gerrymander election. Instruct the EBC to increase the number of seats from 12 to 15. And then you lost 14-1. That was your first rejection, Rowley. Rowley, you come now and select small pin the former and use the former. You put he in an election. Rowley, well, before that they had local government election, and Rowley lost 14 more burgesses. Yes, it says 7 all, but that's because the PNM EBC, when the whole map yellow, it has somehow still show favorable conditions to the PNM. That is because the PNM control the EBC since it was formed. And then Rowley, you select small pin. You cuss up everybody in a Tobago hotel room. And Rowley nearly cried, but the tears couldn't come out because the pants was too tight. Penelope Beckers had to storm out of the second meeting, General Council by PNM, Balize House, when you selected hand-selected against the PNM Constitution, Stuart Smallpin Young, your mini-me, to go into an election, and all you still had a banker, Smallpin still doing video as if people care about he too. All you just WhatsApp each other and say, hey buddy, people love we. Look at that. Don't mind we lost 28 seats. It's only Michaela. Michaela saved we 3 seats. It would have been 31. 31-10 it would have been if Michaela didn't have bareback man supporting she. And all you just talk to each other and mamaga each other to the point of insanity. After that cocktail on April 28th, Keith Christopher Rowley, where you had to talk because Smallpin couldn't get his tongue together. He had to push the tears so far back up in the eyes that it tie up his tongue. You had to talk, flagged by Rohan Sinanan and Stuart Smallpin Young, looking dazed, like you get knocked out in a UFC fight. And you still think that people want to hear you, Keith Christopher Rowley? I tell you so. I said in the Senate contribution, when I was debating the home invasion bill, I said this clown called the former going and talk in Tobago to Tobagonians and nobody want to hear he but Penelope Beckers and the PNM in such chaos they cannot tell the former to hush him out. So why you hush now, Rowley? What is the information? I hear one of your red couch victims vexed by and didn't want you to talk. Is it that? Did she threaten you that no more red couch? But here, you can't get she down on the red couch anymore because it was only the power of your position. I hear the PNM was an uproar as to why this former want to talk and who is he to have conversation with Tobagonians. But PNM and all didn't even understand that Tobagonians don't want to hear Rowley. They don't want to hear the PNM. They're sick and tired of the oppressive, tyrannical lies, pathology of the PNM. The Tobagonians don't even want to read Guardian Media Limited, Express News. They don't watch TV6. They don't watch CNC3. So Tobagonians' minds are free to hear, to see, to feel the truth. And they know that PNM is a blight. They don't want PNM. Rowley, you now know that? You call conversations with yourself to talk to yourself. It's best you check yourself into St. Anne's. At least you could pretend you're close to the diplomatic centers. You look out of the window on the 3rd floor of the St. Anne's Mad People Hospital. That way you need to be, Rowley. To Penelope Beckers. Well, boy, they save you. The people of Tobago save you the embarrassment. Because you can't tell Rowley nothing. You can't lead nothing. Nobody ain't taking you on. Smallpin feel he's the next leader. Amory Brown looking to play he challenging Kamla to feel like he could possibly lead something because Patrick Manning told him quietly in 2007 that he had the potential to lead the PNM and he believed that. The PNM is full of mad people who do not understand what is the level of power and influence. That's what you call star-writers. Star-writers occurs in your mind, your individual mind, when truth, reality, facts, they slap you in the face, but you can't feel it. They cuff you in the gut, but you still stand strong. You can't accept the fact that nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear you. You believe because you had power that everything you do, you are correct and righteous. And even in the face of total embarrassment, you still think and believe with a feeling of hubris and arrogance that you are wanted, that you are desirable. Rowley, star-writers is an illness. It leads to confusion. Nobody wants to hear you. You know what? The sad thing is, I feel I was the only one looking forward to hearing Rowley. Yes, I'm not lying. All you had my pen and paper. Look, my pen here. Look, my paper. I had it ready to take notes because doubles and coffee, when Rowley talk, doubles and coffee just get sweeter. I was going to dissect every word he said, every point he made, and remind all you of what a tyrannical, oppressive, pathological, dishonest, nasty liar Rowley was. But I didn't get that opportunity. So the Douglas vex, Douglas politics vex, doubles and coffee vex. I wanted to blast Rowley. I was looking forward to blasting Rowley. But the people of Tobago rejected Rowley. Rowley, why? According to the two young ladies who are hot on Instagram and social media now, hush your mouth and go in your bed. Bless.